What's up guys, it's Z here, welcome back to Yugioh Deck of the Day. Today we have an updated version of the 6 Samurai FTK that has been around for quite a while, ever since we got the link, the Battle Shogun of the 6 Samurai that was able to search Gateway. There was an FTK with Amazoness Archer that was kind of a bit not that much of a relevant FTK, but it was there. But we thought with all the great support that Warriors have got recently, and of course including Needle Fiber and Link Cross that enables so much degeneracy, we would update the list and see if it has become a good enough FTK to be able to do it consistently through hand traps and also to be able to go second. So we're going to give you the list, and after the deck list we're going to show you the 2-card combo that you can do to FTK and also other choices that you can do. If you don't want to go for the FTK approach that is kind of a more glass cannon, there are other cards you can use to make the deck not an FTK but a more break my board deck, but be a little bit more consistent in my opinion. So before we begin, if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming videos, and now let's get to the deck profile. So to start off with the monsters, we have 3 Kageki. Kageki is the extender that helps you get another monster from your hand, so you can go into a solder with just this. It's also searchable through many ways, so it's a really great card. It's one of the old 6 samurais that have survived that is still a card that is being able to play. And of course the same logic goes for Kizon. Kizon is probably the best 6 samurai monster in the main deck because it can special summon itself from the hand. This is not once per turn. You can add this as many times as you want with Gateway to get a lot of monsters on the field. So Kizon is the one that helps you do all these infinite loops that will give you a lot of monsters, a lot of materials to go for tributes or for link material. One Grandmaster, just one, because you can only control one on the field. So this card is going to, you have to search it and then link it away to search it again to special summon it. But it's still another extender that has the same effect as Kizon, so it's a good monster to have in the deck as a one-off. For the newer 6 samurai monsters, we play 2 Kizaru. Kizaru is the one that was special summoned. You add a 6 samurai from your deck to your hand that has a different attribute from all the ones in your grave and the ones you control. So of course you can get anything you want, and the monster you're going to be searching with Kizaru most of the time is Hatsume, because Hatsume is the one that special summons another one by banishing 2 6 samurai monsters from your grave and or field, so you can banish herself too, so it's not like you need 2 6 samurais in the grave to use her effect. And when you search your Hatsume, you actually have now a way in the deck to special summon her from the hand, so this is another reason this deck has become a lot more consistent, because before, to use the 6 samurai FTK, you had to open like a way to get to Isolde, an extender to be able to go for your Battle Shogun, and one of the spells that help you get Bushido counters, whether it being Gateway, United, Dojo, or the field spell. So you would search the other one with your Battle Shogun. If you didn't have the Gateway, you search Gateway, or if you have any other, you would search the other one, and then you could perform the FTK with Amazoness Archer. Problem with that play is that you need a lot of cards, and also you need to play bricks like the field spell that doesn't really offer anything aside from Bushido counters, so you don't have to play that anymore, and also you don't have to draw that many cards in order to be able to pull an FTK. So even if your opponent stops you, you would still have 3 more cards in your hand in order to be able to do something, so it's not as fragile as the other one was. Now for the next 6 samurai monster, we play 1 Fuma. Fuma is a monster you can summon with Isolde very easily. Still a really good card because you only need to send 1 equip and can also be a floater. And we have the infinite counter combo. We have 1 Mizuho and 2 Shinai. These two create an infinite loop that when you combine this with Gateway, you can special summon them as many times as you want, so you basically get an infinite counters. You don't have to do it infinitely, you just declare that it's an infinite loop and you put as many counters as you want on your Gateway, and then you can either do the FTK by searching like a million times with this combo, or if you're going second, you can one-shot your opponent because your Gateway will give one of your monsters basically infinite attack. For the helping monsters, we play 3 Sublimation Knight along with the 1 Squeak Knight. These two of course go for the 1 card Isolde. It's basically the new era of 1 card Isolde, the old one being Armageddon Knight, but this is better because it helps you, and it doesn't play like cards like Malicious that you have to play 2 bricks instead of 1, because Malicious you need to banish spell summon another one, so it's 2 cards that you don't want to draw, while Squeak Knight just 1, and of course Sublimation Knight is searchable with Rendell because it's a fire warrior, so there's that too. 3 copies of Fireflint Lady. This card, aside from being a great extender for warriors, its second effect in this deck is actually insanely important because of the fact that you can special summon Hatsume from your hand. So basically if you control a warrior, you can special summon this from your hand. Everyone knows this because you've seen it in Infernoble, but the second effect to tribute this card, special summon level 4 lower warrior monster from your hand, is really important because of Hatsume, because getting Hatsume on the field means that you will be able to go facilitate your combo very easily. So you need to get this card very consistently in this, and you play 3 copies of Fireflint Lady, and there are a lot of other cards that can search it, so it's a very consistent combo. We play 1 copy of Violent Cube. This card is of course an insane card. We have featured it in a lot of Necros videos that you are able to go into double Herald of the Arclight with this because of the tokens, but in this combo we're not going to use Herald of the Arclight because we need a specific typing in order to make this combo work, so we're going to in a different level 4 synchro. And the last monster is Cannon Soldier, which replaces Amazoness Archer. Because Amazoness Archer, you need to use this Soldiers effect to get it from the deck. This one is much more easily to search just because of Violent Cube and Link Cross. We're going to get that in a bit later. Now for the spells, we have 1 Gate over the 6. For some reason, Konami thinks that this card should stay at 1. I'm not really sure if it would be a problem if it was a 3. The OCG has it a 3 for for like ever now. But still, it's a card that we can search now because of Battle Shogun, so it's not that big of a deal. It's at 1, so that fixes the problem. And the only card other than Gateway that gathers Bushido counters is Six Samurai United, not because of the Bushido counters, just because this card is a good card. If you go into a Kageki and a Kizon and you don't have a way to search your Fireflint Lady, or you don't have the Fireflint Lady herself, you can just draw 2 cards and hope to get it so you can go into the combo. So it's a really good card anyway. For the searchers, we play 3 CN Smoke Signal, of course searching a level 3 or lower Six Samurai, so you can search your Kageki if you don't have a starter, or you can search a copy of your Mizuho and Shinai so you can get into the infinite counters. 1 Rhoda. This can also search your Kizons. This can also search your Fireflint Lady, so it's an extra copy of Fireflint Lady. I am playing 1 for 1 because Fireflint Lady is that important for this combo, and this can also give you another monster on the field. If you happen like your Sublimation Knight to get stopped by a Veiler, you can 1 for 1 to your Squick Knight, so you can get this soldier this way, so it's a good extender. Now for the equip spells, we first play the best equip spell, which is Infernoble Arms Durendal. This is also an equip spell you can send with the Solde, and also gives you a search. This searches your Fireflint Lady, it searches for any level 5 or lower Fire Warrior monster, so you can search your Flint Lady to summon your Hatsume next, and then you can do the combos. And for the rest of the equip spells, we play 1 Phoenix Blade, of course, it's an infinite recursion, 1 Living Fossil, another extender, Overdone Burial, which is part of the combo because you have your Grandmaster, which is a level 5, so you can discard this to get any monster from your grave because they're all low levels. 1 DDR, because of Phoenix Blade, you can banish monsters from your grave, so you can bring back 1 with DDR. And 1 Mirror Shield, because it's a card that you can draw without any problem, because you can put it back into your deck. And if you're going second, your opponent has something like a Vanity's Lock on the field, you can just normal summon something, put Moon Mirror Shield on that, and just get over that monster, and you can play afterwards. So it's a good card that helps you get clear some stuff that not a lot of people play, but if you're playing like in a random format or something that you don't want to play against, this card can come up sometimes. And now for the extra deck, first of all, we have the Dynamic Duo, which is Needle Fiber and Linkros. As long as these cards are around, we know that we're going to figure out a lot of degenerate combos, so we're going to use them to make our most fun favorite decks better, not just the meta decks. So this is why I decided to include them in this deck to see how good it can become as long as we have these 2 on the format. We have 2 Battle Shogun. This is an amazing card because it searches a gateway, that's all it needs. It also has an effect that gets Bushido counters, which is relevant to the Infinite Negate combo, not the Infinite Negate, the Infinite Counter combo, and also requires 2 Warrior monsters, including a 6 Samurai. You don't need 2 6 Samurai monsters. This is relevant not only because of its Solde, but because of another monster we run in the extra deck, so you can get to it multiple times during the turn because you need to do it in order to do a combo. 1 is Solde, pretty good card. As long as this card is around too, we're going to use her. She's not as bannable as Needle Fiber and Linkros, but she can be a problematic card depending on the format, but still a really good card. You can special summon any warrior from your deck, so yep, you have it. Next we play a new addition to the deck, which is 2 Ferocious Flame Swordsman. Ferocious Flame Swordsman is a monster that its effect is relevant, but it's a warrior and it needs 2 monsters with different names. So by any 2 monsters, you can just summon this, and it's a warrior that helps you clear space so you can go into a Battle Shogun again, so you can do the combo because you need to clear space on sometimes. We play 3 Saryuja. Saryuja, you don't need to use its effect to do the combo, you don't need to draw any cards. You can if you want to dig for something, but it's not relevant for that. It's relevant just because you can special summon monsters from the hand. So yep, that's pretty much it. If you want to, you can draw, but still you don't need to do it in the combo. It's not like something that there are some combos that you have to draw something specific in order to be able to do the combo. No, just 2 cards in your opening hand, you can do the full FTK. And we have one Appaloosa because if your FTK gets stopped, then you can just go in Appaloosa because it's something that you can have to get more negates on the field. Instead of doing the FTK, there are cards you can play. You can incorporate cards like a Chakanine and a Dryden, because Chakanine it's generic rank 4 that you can summon with your 2 Kizons, and then you can summon Dryden on top of it to pop a card during your opponent's turn. You can play cards like Dweller, which are very easy to summon with your Kizons. There are many other ways to put negates on the field instead of FTKing if you feel like the FTK is too fragile into the Glass Cannon. But still, we decided to do the most high ceiling combo because it's something that ends the duel on 1 turn, instead of making negates and hoping that your opponent doesn't play through your board, which is something that can happen with cards like Dark Ruler No More and all that stuff that exists right now. Now for the Synchro Monsters, we played 2 copies of Armory Arm. This replaced the Heralds for our standard Violent Cube combos, and this is because these 2 are machines, and you can basically guess what I'm going to show you next. Gear Gigant X. This card, you need 2 machines to summon it. It's rank 4, so you can summon with your 2 Armory Arms, and then you can search your Cannon Soldier and special summon it with your Skuldred, and you basically have the FTK when you have infinite counters in your gateway to go into your Shinai and your Mizuho and your Kizons as much you want, so you have infinite tribute fodder. And the last monster is 1 Shadow of the 6 Samurai Shien, because it's a monster that you have to summon throughout the combo with 2 Kizons, so you can get more counters because it's an important step in the combo of creating the infinite counter for your gateway. So now I've shown you the deck list, we're going to show you the combo and exactly how you can do the sequence to get to the FTK. By drawing just anything to go into Solde, we're going to use Sublimation Knight because it's a 1 card Solde, but you can use it with your Kageki or your Kizon or any 6 Samurai in your Kizon, and you need a way to search your Fireflint Lady, which you do have a lot of ways. With 3 Fireflint Lady, Rhoda 1 for 1, and 3 Durendal, so it's a very consistent FTK. So yeah, let's go to the combo. So guys, So guys, this is the combo. This is a really good deck. I think it has become a lot more resilient than it used to be when you use the Amazon's Archer to perform the FTK. I'm not sure if it's a meta deck, probably not, but it's still an FTK that can occur right now. There are not a lot of many FTKs that you can use right now because of cards like Block Dragon being banned. That Gemini FTK is completely unplayable right now. So if you want to play an FTK, this is probably something for you because it's a very fun deck. Of course, it's like Samurai. It's one of the old school, most fun favorite decks that have ever existed. So it's really cool to be able to use this deck in the competitive scene. And yep, if you don't want to play an FTK and you think it's too fragile, I've given you a few options so you can make it a break my board deck that it's more resilient to hand traps and also much better going second. So yep, that's the deck, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It helps us a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming videos, and we'll see you next time.